live. We're just
Alright,
gonna wait for everybody to gather around. Gather around.
Alright. Says I'm streaming, but I don't see it. Okay, now I do. Dude, sometimes I really hate auto whatever the hell it is.
You know what you could also play is me, yours, and Heidi's, Dr. Heidi's testimony. I posted those on YouTube.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be professional, unlike some people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
Jan the win.
Well,
Do you share inside my group?
oh yeah. I don't know why I forgot that. I've been so good about that too.
I miss my Facebook fam.
Dude, I know you do. It ain't the same. I know we keep saying that, but Facebook ain't the same.
The unprofessionals got me.
They sure damn did. They like to play dirty. But my philosophy, again, is if you have to, like, lie and do underhanded things to win,
Yeah.
like, your cause ain't worthy. It ain't even
Exactly.
worthy of fighting for, man. Yeah, it's a nice chill song. I think I'm probably just gonna keep decorating. Oh, mama! Hey, mama! I saw she popped in here.
Who, your mom?
Yeah.
Hey, mom.
Why in the? Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep decorating all the way up till Halloween.
Me too. Me too.
But like I said, dude, when it after Halloween, it's just so sad. But I do love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a good time to get together with the family and just like eat all day long and just chill.
We'll probably crock-pot the turkey again this year like we did last year. That was so good last year.
Well, you know, it's such a pain in the ass when you have to cook it.
In the oven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we've been doing where we'll like go pick it up like from Kroger or something and it's already cooked. Because like our first Thanksgiving after we were married, our oven broke and stopped. We're like as luckily we lived across the street from my in-laws, but we had to like take everything across the street, you know, to cook it. Oh, I'm gonna tag Rebecca. She may not be able to make it though. I always feel bad when I forget. Okay, the chat's working.
Hey, oh, that's your mom, huh, Beverly?
Yeah. She just got back from visiting my brother.
Okay, did I share everywhere? I did.
I think I did too. I did share in your group too.
Thank you.
I wonder if you can like repost on Rumble. I'm gonna go see. No. Dude, I don't know if you ever watch anything on Rumble, but dude, their ads are off the chain. Like AI. It's all like, I don't think I've ever seen a real one. I forgot about that. I tried to fix her oven when she first moved here. Oh my god. I immediately was like, man, this ain't the work for a crippled. I need to look for my crock pot again because I need to make some stew.
Are you stuck? You're stuck.
You see me now?
I can hear you, but you were stuck.
Okay.
All your boys are home, so they're using your Wi-Fi juice.
Yeah, they're juicing it. Okay, so everything is cool now.
You are glitching, girl.
Let me
I guess it's just me. It's just me in these live streets. Now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you do?
I don't know. I refreshed it thinking maybe it would help. I don't know why it's like that. I was like watching it on my phone and I got to the part where I was frozen.
Yeah.
Looks so stupid. Oh, I hope it doesn't mess up while we're doing our thing. I don't know why. I mean, my husband's not home. Usually he's downloading 17 things at a time. Okay. So you want to start with the Illinois thing?
Yeah. It's Peoria, Illinois.
After that, we're going to watch that Jordan video. That's hilarious.
Okay. And then play the Chris Tomlinson one, and then play those 3 YouTube ones from my channel. Or you can go on TikTok and grab them, since you'll be on TikTok already for Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Jordan and then play the 3 that I posted today.
We do need to do that Kratom Crypt stories too. We need to continue with that. I remember that when I looked on YouTube.
If you have time, we can finish it off today.
I probably don't have time.
Okay.
Because I think it's like an hour.
Yeah, like 40 minutes or something like that.
Oh. I just forgot what I was doing. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Oh, that's cool. John Schinholzer, the Mobile Recovery Campus. He's all over the place. I love John.
Me too. John's
Okay.
like everybody's dad.
Yeah. He's like one of those people that's never met a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go with the Louisiana thing. Not Louisiana, Illinois. Good God.
Might as
Oh,
well be like Louisiana.
yeah. That's what it's shipping out to be, or shaping out to be. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is right.
This meeting happened last night in East Peoria, Illinois. I had no idea this meeting was even happening. You know, so we need more advocates in Illinois. We need more advocates in Massachusetts. We need freaking more advocates. The ones we have, are tired. We are exhausted. We suffer from advocacy fatigue, but we need new advocates.
Yeah.
Ones that are willing to speak out at hearings like this, even because we testify a lot via Zoom.
Yeah.
And it's even better when you show up in person, especially when you live in that exact city.
Yeah, it's a lot better, but I mean, even virtually when there's nobody showing up, it's like at least it's something, but it's like when nobody's speaking for the plant and they don't even know about it. It's rough. It's hard to watch those. I don't know how this one's gonna go.
This
God.
one has possession included in their ban.
Trying to throw people in jail for bettering their life.
With a leaf.
God, it kills me.
But yeah, we need more advocates.
Yeah, it's just, well, not only that, but I mean, there's only so many of us. Some of these hearings are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there was more people that would step up and, tell your story. All right, here we go. Hope it's not
Incidences
bad.
involving the substance known as kratom, which has known psychoactive and intoxicating effects and is currently prohibited in Illinois.
I think I should, hold on, I'm going to rewind it a little bit.
Sale and delivery of
drugs and related substances.
What? This is,
Dang, maybe it was further than 24 minutes.
I have 4 ayes and 1 no, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you. Motion carried.
That is all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Commissioner Sutherland.
I have nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that's not true. I see a book down there, so you're saving that for later.
Later.
All right. Commissioner Mingus.
One item tonight, Your Honor, ordinance number 4871. Mr. Mayor, I move you the ordinance number 4871 here to attach an ordinance amending provisions of the East Peoria City Code that prohibit the possession, sale, and delivery of cannabis, synthetic drugs, and related substances, to also prohibit the sale, possession, and use of kratom, if I pronounce that correctly?
Kratom is how
Kratom. Be read at length by the clerk, and that said ordinance number 4871 be accepted on its first reading and hereby adopted as presented.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Madam Clerk?
Whereas as provided in Section 10-1-4.8 of the East Peoria City Code, City of East Peoria prohibits and regulates the possession, sale, and delivery of controlled substances, cannabis, and other products containing THC and unregulated substances containing synthetic hallucinogens and synthetic stimulants except as otherwise permitted under Illinois law. Whereas the city has the authority under the Illinois Municipal Code to define and prevent public nuisances, 65 ILCS 5/11-60-2, and to promote health, 65 ILCS 5/11-20-5. Whereas city officials have become aware of certain health-related incidences involving the substance known as kratom, which has known psychoactive and intoxicating effects and is currently prohibited in Illinois to sell to minors or to be possessed by minors under the Kratom Control Act, 720 ILCS 624/1 at sec. And whereas kratom has been documented to cause effects such as mental and neurological symptoms, heart and lung problems, gastrointestinal issues, liver
Lord.
problems, hallucinations, agitation, psychosis, aggression, suicidal ideations, and death. And whereas the City Council hereby finds that kratom is a public nuisance and a threat to the safety, health, and well-being of its citizens and all members of the general public. And whereas the City Council seeks to ban the sale of kratom and other psychoactive, psychotropic, and related synthetic drugs from the corporate limits of the city, whereas the City Council accordingly desires to amend Section 10-1-4.8 of the East Peoria City Code to include the prohibition of kratom, and whereas the City Council finds that adoption of the proposed amendments to the Sections 10-1-4.8 of the East Peoria City Code will promote the health, safety, and welfare of the city, its citizens, and the general public, and that said amendments are in the best interest of the city of East Peoria and its citizens. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, Title 10, Chapter 1, Section 4.8A is hereby amended to add the definition of kratom as follows. Additions are indicated by underline, deletions by strikeout. Section 10-1-4.8A, definitions. Kratom means any part of the plant Mitragna speciosa, whether growing or not, in any compound, manufacture, salt, derivative, resin, mixture, or preparation of that plant, including but not limited to mitragynine.
Ooh, she's close.
You know how to pronounce
Give
that,
it a
Scott?
shot, Morgan.
Mitragynine.
Ah,
and
she's close.
7-hydroxymitragynine, 7-OH,
Mitragynine.
whether naturally occurring or synthetically produced, and whether produced directly or indirectly by extraction or independently by means of chemical synthesis or by a combination of extraction and chemical synthesis. Section 10 Title 10, Chapter 1, Section 4.8B is hereby amended to read as follows. Additions are indicated by underline, deletions by strikeout. Section 10-1-4.8B, unlawful to possess, sell, or deliver. It is unlawful for a person to possess, keep for sale, or offer for sale, sell, or deliver for any commercial consideration cannabis, kratom, or controlled substance, lookalike
I hate it when they
substance,
put in the
synthetic
same thing with
alternative-
cannabis, too, 'cause
alternative
it's
drug, or
completely
commercial
different.
consideration, any item of drug paraphernalia except as authorized by the Compassionate Use of Medical Cannabis Program Act, 410 ILCS 130/1 et sec, the Cannabis Regulation and Tax Act 410 ILCS 705/1 et sec, or the Cannabis Control Act 720 ILCS 550/1 et sec. Section 3, Title 10, Chapter 1, Section 4.8C is hereby amended to read as follows. Additions are indicated by underline, deletions by strikeout. Section 10-1-4.8C, sale or delivery by store declared a nuisance is unlawful and is declared to be a nuisance for any
goodness.
store, place, or premises to keep for sale, offer for sale, sell, or deliver for any cannabis, kratom, lookalike substance, synthetic alternative drug, or commercial consideration, any item of drug paraphernalia except as authorized by the Compassionate Use of Medical Cannabis Program Act, 410 ILCS 130/1 et sec, the Cannabis Regulation and Tax Act 410 ILCS 705/1 et sec, or the Cannabis Control Act 720 ILCS 550/1 et sec. Section 4, Title 10, Chapter 1, Section 4.8H is hereby amended to add new subpart 5 as follows. Additions are indicated by underline, deletions by strikeout. Section 10-1-4.8H, penalty. 5, kratom. Any person found to be in violation of any provision of the section shall be subject to a fine not less than $350 and not more than $750. Section 5, this ordinance is hereby ordered to be published in pamphlet form by the Superior City Clerk, and said clerk is ordered to keep at least 3 copies hereof available for public inspection in the future in accordance with the Illinois Municipal Code. Section 6, this ordinance is, in addition to all other ordinances on the subject, shall be construed therewith, excepting as to that part in direct conflict with any other ordinance, and in the event of such conflict, provisions hereof shall govern. Section 7, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and 10-day period of publication in the manner provided by law.
Wild, crazy long.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. You could go back. What was it made out of?
Yeah,
No, I read the memo on this. It appears, and Scott's here, he can probably answer any questions that we're adding. Kratom is an unregulated narcotic. It's not something that the state necessarily regulates, so we're going to regulate it in the city of East Peoria, making it illegal, correct me if I'm wrong, to possess or sell,
And
or
use.
deliver.
and use.
and use, so.
Yeah, currently, I believe, Scott, it's regulated for those under 18, is that correct?
Yes, Mayor, that's correct.
And so I stumbled across, this about maybe two and a half weeks ago, Scott, I stumbled across an article where I saw some communities in Illinois had taken it upon themselves, since the state has failed to do so, with some of these drugs that continue to pop up that are unregulated, and they're addictive and harmful. And I stumbled across this article of Monticello actually being the most recent one to do this, and I read up on what their attorney had shared during the course of the public meeting. I thought, man, I didn't know we could do that. So I sent it to Scott and asked that this be brought forward, because I know for a fact that this is being sold here in East Peoria, and it's highly addictive, and why it's not regulated at a level above us is beyond my wildest imagination. But I feel strongly, as community leaders, we do have an obligation to protect our citizens. And, you know, the answer isn't, you know, giving clean needles and a safe space to use drugs. I mean, how's that working out for us as a society? It's not. So I think, you know, what we can do by doing our part is what we're doing here this evening, by making this part of our city code to say that you can't sell, possess, or use kratom. And I'll say 7-OH, Morgan, because I looked at that word. I think it's hydroxymitragynine or something like that. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly either, but it's called, we just coined it, 7-OH is what it's known as. But I share this because this is interesting. I sent this to Scott about 2.5 weeks ago, and my wife and I were down in St. Charles, Missouri a little over a week ago for this comedy show. Never been to one in my life. And this comedian's a well-known national comedian, absolutely hilarious, great guy. But part of his skit was telling a story about how he and his sidekick, the guy that opened for him, had to travel from Florida to Oklahoma, and they missed their flight or something. They took off on the road, so they stopped in a 7-Eleven. And he talks about how he picked up some of this kratom, and it was advertised as keeping you alert and giving you the energy. And he said, wow, that stuff was so great, I started buying it while I was on the road on a regular basis. And he said before long, his comedy skit wasn't about that, but it was leading up to his jokes about his time in rehab, which then turned to a serious conversation after the show, because we had the ability to meet him. And I got sharing what we're going to do here this evening, and he said, I'm so grateful to hear that communities are banning that. He said, had I known then what I know today, that I would have ended up in rehab over something as simple as trying to keep myself awake for a long car ride, and then becoming addicted to this substance. And it was kind of an eye-opener, because you look at all these different things
How
that are
come
out
I'm
there
not
that are
addicted?
Yes,
unregulated,
same.
that are not good. And they're very addictive, and I don't know. The timing of everything just came together. But I strongly encourage you guys to support this tonight. I think it's the right thing for our community. And I will tell you, I know both chiefs had obligations tonight. Scott
wonder what
Morgan can
comedian
attest to
he's
this.
talking
They were
about.
more than elated when we brought this forward. And they helped Scott.
Sounds familiar.
Write this. They reviewed everything and added their own, kind of their own take on it. So, but other than that, any other discussion?
I've got two
Where was it at? St.
probably
Charles, Missouri?
procedural questions.
He said it was like a couple
From
weeks
here, if
ago.
it passes tonight, what will be the notification of businesses that we know or suspect to know that are selling this currently in the city? That's one. And then the penalty here, 350 to 750. I've seen it at a much smaller scale. And the code enforcement, and that's where you've got a reoccurring violator. What will be the recourse or course of action if somebody chooses, because maybe they can make their fine money over and above what our fines are? Because 350 to 750, again, I don't know what the margins are on that stuff or what the volumes are, but based on.
I'll defer to Scott. They're great questions.
Well, Commissioner, to answer the first question about notice, the police chief indicated that he would be sending out notices to all the businesses that he was aware of that sold this. this Kratom and all the Kratom products that are out there. So that's how the notice is going to go out to the potential sellers, retailers of this
Is going
substance.
to, or like,
and
so nobody really
similar,
knows that this is happening.
items. As far as the fine, that fine is just structured like all the other fines in.
We didn't even know this hearing was
Provision
happening.
of the city code. So the repeat offenders, these types of fines, is my understanding, the police department may run the first one through our administrative process, but after that, it would probably, if it was a repeat offender, would then go through court, which we would seek a higher penalty than the typical lower amount. But the amounts that are noted in this ordinance just track what we already have for the other substances that are covered by this ordinance.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have zero tolerance with it.
I'll tell you, I'm thrilled to see this on here. Just a couple glances.
I
it
can't
talks about,
stand it when they when they say that over and over again. Yeah, it's
I'm
like you had
thrilled.
no idea what it was before this meeting happened, but now you're thrilled.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like nobody in their community, no, we didn't know this
Yeah.
hearing was happening. So you could damn sure bet nobody in their community knew that this was happening.
And it's like
This is wrong on so
Yeah.
many freaking levels. And then to include
that,
possession.
yeah. It's like, wow, you're calling that zero tolerance? Like, I don't know. It's so wrong to put people.
Imagine making coffee
Yeah.
illegal.
Imagine like not even knowing that this happened and then getting pulled over and you
Yeah.
go to jail like Marshall Price and get sentenced to fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Imagine, not people. I'm sure that there's people out here in the world, because I wasn't on the internet when I was in
Yeah.
active addiction, and so imagine other people out there that, even if they're not ready for recovery, but they still go to the local store, to go buy Kratom to help with their withdrawals with whatever their substance they're
Mhm.
suffering from. They just go to the store because they know that it will help them,
Or they're chronic pain patients
Imagine them.
and they're living their life and they're not on social media or whatnot. And they're out there living their life because of Kratom.
Yeah. Yeah. They go and got their relief from the local
Yeah.
stores, because not everybody knows that you can order Kratom online. But like I said, it's one thing to ban the sales. The only people that suffer when you ban the sales is
Yeah.
the vendors, but to include possession, which is it is diabolical.
I mean, that's literally, it's punishing people for bettering their life. Like, it makes no sense at all.
What public nuisance? If it was a public nuisance, how come y'all didn't know what it was till tonight or last night?
It's also wild whenever, like, Arkansas has medical marijuana, and it's wild to me
Yeah.
when that's legal, but then they talk about making Kratom illegal. Makes no sense.
Like out here in Colorado, we have medical marijuana and we have recreational marijuana. Us citizens
Yeah.
voted for that. And the only reason why you have to go get a prescription for medical marijuana is because it's federally
Yeah.
illegal.
It just,
Hmm,
man,
gee.
it's like these, and of course, nobody knows about it, so nobody's going to speak up for it, and this is how it's all going to go. I know, everybody already has their mind made up.
Yeah.
hypertension, potential liver disease. And we have a lot of things inside society, right, that can cause problems, and we accept that. But I think regulation is the key. My fear is if you allow this with no oversight, no regulation whatsoever, then there's no guidance on how it can be maintained, created.
You have the
distributed.
power to do that.
And just
They haven't
don't
brought
like
up
get
the
into
kids
stories
yet.
up here, but years ago, I was at an event when bath salts were a thing, and we
Oh,
took
Lord.
6 kids from that event because it was still legal, and they were using it to have the synthetic high of marijuana, the feeling of marijuana. and they had no idea the damage that it could be doing to their bodies. And I think that this is something that in years coming we'll see, like bath salts, obviously, that was ultimately taken off completely. And I think I'm happy to be ahead of the curve on this to try to get rid of it
There
as
they
soon
go,
as
ahead of the
possible.
curve. That's
Well, when you
wonderful.
look at some of these things it leads to, it's not just the organ damage, it's psychosis, it's hallucinations, addiction. I mean, you just name it, it just steamrolls.
Ruins their lives.
So I'm just a one-off
Yeah.
here.
Any
I'm
other
just
discussion?
Like, I've
No.
never experienced any of that
Hearing none. Roll
in
call.
6 years.
none of
Commissioner
that.
Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That's all I have now, Your Honor.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on a non-agenda item?
And then
Please
they
step
show
forward.
the
Yes, sir.
microphone.
Let's show it. What?
Really ironic. This man is here.
Okay.
If he's the reason, I think he's the person I need to talk to.
Okay.
Since I'm up, seems like I'm up against a brick wall on my first request. My second request had to do with my street, Ember Lane, that I feel is a forgotten street. I walk every morning. I walk 3 to 4 miles every morning.
Dang.
And I've noticed in the Robine area,
Paul, do you mind getting in front of the microphone so they,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just so they can hear you clearly? Thank you. Thank
I
you.
feel that in the Robine area, this past summer, just about every street there was recoded. Some of
You
them
could,
twice,
you could,
I thought he was
some of them
gonna,
three
speed it up.
times.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna talk about creative or
Mine was
not.
done
but
last year.
They saw an empty
Yeah.
freaking
But
podium.
what I've noticed is
Man,
every other street in my area has curbs and has drainage. Ember Lane does not. Could
We
put
hear
that
this a
on the
lot,
agenda
Andy.
for
Oh,
maybe
God.
getting money to do that
the
next year?
culvert.
That's a big task. I tell you what, if you look up Cottage, up off Eckley, that's the street I grew up on in East Peoria.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't have curb and gutters, never had. Yeah, so I get it. It's not just your street, it's a lot of area, but
Well, it's just my thing because of what the tax people told me, that I live in a better area, that's why my tax rate is so high. I'm, okay, if I gotta pay that, fine, but let's make it look like the better area when I lived down on Meadows.
sure.
I know it looks better now, because Meadows seems like it's kind of went south, but,
Well, Patrick's a nice enough guy, so I bet if you hit him up after, he can explain to you, because what Commissioner Decker, I hope you and everybody else that may be watching understands this. Elected people do not get involved in the street ratings. Literally is what we approve is the dollar amount that's spent for the street maintenance on an annual basis. But by design, we stay out of that process, so it's fair and equitable, objective, and we allow the professionals to come back and tell us what.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All
I'm
right.
sure Patrick would be happy to talk to you.
All right,
Thank you, Paul. Anyone else wish to address the council on a non-agenda item? Seeing no one. Comments from the council, Commissioner Decker.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I was at a store a couple nights ago, and a gentleman that I've known from high school, he asked me about the recycling event that was this weekend.
yeah, I think it's done. I don't know. I didn't watch it till now. Freaking dudes in business suits making the decisions for you.
And like I said, they obviously
How-
haven't sent
this-
out any notices because he's talking about, they've already made up their mind and how they're going to tell the stores after the fact. It's like y'all couldn't have given the
I don't
same
know if there's-
courtesy to give them to give them a chance to come and speak.
I mean, it says, I believe this is the first reading. I don't know. But I don't know if they're going to have a second reading. I don't know. We need more advocates. Where are you advocates? I know we lost quite a few to the 708 side.
Which I mean, if that's the case, you don't even see them at these hearings, though.
You don't. And you're bear witness to this, Jennifer.
I ain't seen not one.
You know, we've advocated for years now behind the scenes, and not one person has gotten up at there and said 708 saved
I
my
mean, we've
life.
seen people
Not
that get
one.
paid for it, like the lobbyist people, but that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Just blows my mind.
You know, and it's
And it's like my thing is like if they advocated for Cradle for so many years, they know what to do. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't understand why just all advocacy efforts have been just nobody. It's like fucking crickets.
Yeah, we had no idea that this hearing was happening last night, but we were already attending
Yeah.
other ones. So we need more advocates so that they could attend other hearings that we can't go to Because even if we knew about this, where were we last night?
Massachusetts,
Um,
Kingston, and
was that last night? That wasn't last night. We were at the California one that didn't happen, and then we watched the
yeah, Fair. Oh hell. There's so many places I
It all-
can't keep up with that shit.
I know it all jumbles together in my head, and I'm like, oh God, I don't remember if I went to that one. or
Yeah,
this
it was
one.
the night before was Massachusetts, 2 of them. Yeah, it was Monday night.
What were we doing yesterday? We
The
did
Fairview Valley or something, California. Fountain
Fountain
Valley,
Valley.
that's what it was.
Yeah, but that Kratom wasn't on the agenda. Poor
I
Jordan.
know.
Speaking of Jordan, we're gonna play his video. Jordan showed up to that hearing and it wasn't on the agenda. Then we went and watched
The other one,
Laguna.
yeah, Laguna.
Laguna and yeah. I swear, did we testify somewhere yesterday?
We were going to,
I don't know.
but they didn't have it on the agenda. Yeah, I don't think we did yesterday. But the day before we did to the Massachusetts ones.
Yeah. Massachusetts and Illinois is going domino effect done happening, you know?
Dude, there's something going on. There's like cops coming by.
I
Like,
hear
what
it.
is happening? Okay, let me see if I can get his video on full screen. Damn it.
Possession included, man. That's insane. And like I said on my X post, I'm like, imagine, you know, I forgot exactly what I said. I'm gonna go find it. Because it's true. It's, you know, I said, imagine banning in an Illinois city, people drive to the next city to buy kratom, then accidentally drive to another city where possession is illegal. It's like all these different patchworks that are going on in the villages in Illinois and Massachusetts as well. My dog was barking. 'Cause she's sick of this
Yes,
shit
she
too.
is. I'm trying to, I don't remember how I got the thing on full screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
from TikTok?
because I can't do the floating player.
Well, share it to the screen. Just let me see what you're talking about. What you doing?
Let's see.
Oh, my son's here.
Oh, that's got to be a nice little treat. We have fall break next week. I'm going to visit my son for his 20th birthday. Pretty excited. These kids grow up so fast. It's like in a blink of an eye. You got grown ass men and women. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm trying to figure out how to. Man,
My son came to say hi. I don't know if you've seen him. Did you see him?
hey, hey, son. Oh,
I miss you. I miss you so much. Oh, you smell good. You smell like Swabby Tail.
oh,
So you're just picking up your mail?
I turn 21 next week.
I know you turn
I
21
was
next
just
week.
saying
He
that
freaking
about my
turns.
son.
I am living to see the day that my baby child is turning
Yep.
21. You're gonna what?
This video, dude.
He's like, we're gonna go bar hopping. I'm like, you're not driving though, and he's like, no, we're gonna Uber.
You know,
it.
I will say, like, you know, because my kid's in college, even though he's not 21 yet, I'm just saying. I'm not, but
I know.
I'd rather my kids be honest with me though.
Yeah.
I want my kids to be able to. I'm not going to go off on them or tell them what they're doing. Anyway, I just think it's good that a lot of these the younger generation, are really responsible when it comes to making sure there's a designated driver and making
Mm-hmm.
sure that everybody's accounted for and everybody gets home.
Mm-hmm. And you know why they can do that? Because alcohol is regulated. I feel sorry for him though, because he can barf his nuts
Oh
up.
yeah, he's gonna be like shit the next day too.
I know.
Oh, that's like the worst. Oh, I don't even want
Uh,
to think about
yeah.
that. I figured out how to do it, by the way. Yeah, it's
Oh,
funny.
okay.
Like whenever he took her headphones off, I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad she gets to see her son. I'm seeing him on next week for his 20th birthday." And then he's like, "I turn 21 next week."
I know. He's just coming here to pick up his mail. I miss
Well,
him. I
it's
really
always
miss
nice to
him,
get a
but
son hug.
it
Yeah.
is. It really is. And it's like, I just I gotta I'm alive to witness that my kids are allowed, they're
Yep.
flying the coop. They no longer have to take care of me. They no longer have to worry about me.
They're doing
And
good
that
in
right
life.
there,
Yeah.
yes, that is freaking freedom, because I put them through so much torture in my 11 years of active addiction. And it's like they couldn't
Yeah.
rest, they could not rest. I was putting them through so much shit, I'm telling you.
But I mean, you know what? It made all of y'all stronger as a family, I believe. I believe whenever you
It
go
did.
through shit like that, like, what we went through with my shit, I feel like we're all just stronger because of it. Because when you go through
Yeah.
shit with somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and you can still be with that person after all that shit. Like, that's a big deal.
Now we're all like a
Yeah.
bonded. We're all bonded pair of shit. A whole a big old roll of bonded shit.
Oh,
But that's one, and it's because of
yeah.
Kratom. Me accidentally finding it in 2019. They were able to finally release and breathe. Because I remember what it was like to worry about my parents. When they were in their addiction. Unfortunately, they both passed away before they could even get out of the grips of addiction. And if they were still alive in 2019 when I found Kratom, you damn sure bet your motherfucking ass I would have got them on Kratom. They might have lived longer, gave a few more years or
Yeah. I mean, they
something,
might be here to see their
So
great
they can only,
grandbaby.
yeah. And so now they can just only watch me from being invisible, I guess, or angel or whatever
Yeah.
you believe in. Watch me via a ghost, being a ghost. So I don't know. I feel it. I feel like I know I'm making my parents proud, and I see that I'm making my kids proud, and nobody
Yep.
will ever take that from me. No matter what sob story you want to come and yap about, you didn't walk a mile in my shoes.
And I don't know why people have to hate you for that.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense to me, because it's
Something is, my light is irritating
that's
folks.
exactly what it is. You know what?
Yeah.
I was trying to how to phrase it. Like you're loud and proud and you don't back down, but it's like that's what it is. It's your light
Mhm.
that's dimming out their darkness. I don't know.
I ain't gonna apologize for that. Fuck y'all.
No.
Like I said, you didn't walk a mile in my shoes.
It's like apologizing for living.
Mm.
Sorry. I apologize for living. Get out of here. That shit. It kills me. And it's so real too, man.
And it's
just,
like, yeah, because I lived in that. Oh, I was gonna say I lived in that whole mindset of weaponized grief.
yeah.
It was why I was in active addiction for so
Yep.
long, because I found my brother dead in 2012. I kept
can't imagine.
replaying and reliving that moment inside my head, and it kept digging me deeper into that addiction pit of hell. So, and that would always be my excuse on, like why I need a
Yeah.
Klonopin or, shit like that. But
Well, and that's all you ever focus on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go through anything near like that, you know what I'm saying? But I do know when you use that crutch and you're constantly using that, that's all you think about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you think about. That's all you talk about. That's all you feel sorry for yourself about.
And
You
I
know,
wanted
it's
other
like your
people to feel,
identity.
yeah. And I wanted other people to feel sorry for me. I wanted to
Yep.
drag other people down with me. I
Yep.
wanted them to stay in the midst of what I was in. Because
And there's
that's,
nothing worse than getting on social media and seeing people happy. Like, I used to get so pissed, like, those motherfuckers.
well, I wasn't
You
on
know?
social media at the time, but
Oh,
I
I
get
used
what you're
to
saying.
hate that shit. Like, you know, I'd see like a mom going to the fucking zoo with her kids or something, like, those fucking bitches go to the zoo with their kids, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm laid up in bed, can't do shit. But
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I mean, that's just how it is. You know, you're just consumed by sadness, grief,
Mhm.
just it's no way to live.
And, you know, like November 20th is coming up. You know, that's when I found my brother dead. I don't have that, oh my God, that a date's
The
coming around the
countdown.
corner. Yeah, I don't have the countdown of, oh my God, am I going to have enough pills, you know,
Yeah.
to numb me up the date's getting closer. No, I don't dwell on it. So
Yeah.
these grieving parents that are going around trying to get Kratom banned, they're all just in that gray mist cloud area
Yeah.
of misery.
And I mean,
Misery
dude,
loves
I
company.
get it. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, I honestly couldn't imagine, but I would never hate someone the way that I've seen them interact with you.
Yeah.
I would never be like that. I just couldn't.
I don't even hate them for getting their
Yeah.
voices out there. I don't. I never try to shut you down. I
Nope.
never report none of your shit. You know?
Everybody has a voice, and we all have the right to use our voices.
Yeah.
But and there
So
shouldn't be anybody hating somebody for that. I mean, good God, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, and you cannot
money
make it make sense.
just got there's got to be that pot of gold at the end of the misery rainbow. I don't
Yeah.
know, but you know, I don't. Like I said, I miss my Facebook family. I got banned in June, you know, and I'm 99.9% sure of what clan did it,
Yeah, yeah. It's
but
like I don't know. I've never seen such a thing. Just never seen such a thing. You know,
it's
just
like,
somebody just trying to live their life, speak, and people just can't stand it. You know, the clan
yeah.
just can't stand it. They're
I
just
don't
like
give a fuck what
constantly.
y'all are doing. But when like you said earlier, when you got to stoop that low to be petty, then your voice, what exactly you said? Your
If
cause
you have to
isn't.
lie and steal, then your cause ain't that just. I mean, it's not worth fighting for.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to be dirty and you have to fight dirty, it's like it's not worth it.
It's like, how old are you again?
Yeah.
Like
You know, there's
you can,
things in life
we're
you
allowed,
could be enjoying.
we're allowed to have opinions. I don't care if you don't like me. I love me. You
Yeah.
know, I ain't gotta like you either, and I definitely don't love you. You know, that's an opinion, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stoop to no level of trying to silence you or shut you up. You know,
Thinking about you nonstop.
yeah, rent free.
Hey,
Rent
man, are
free.
y'all dreaming about her too, man?
I know.
God
No,
bless. I just never will understand.
good Lord.
Like, look at this. Look at Jordan. This is what I'm saying. This is like what we're talking about right now.
Look at his face.
Dude, this son of a bitch makes the best videos, dude. I haven't even watched the whole thing. I only saw like the beginning of it when he's doing the typing thing.
Okay.
Like, dude. I'm glad I figured out how to do the full screen though. All right, let's see what this says or what he's got. Okay.
Mary, are you one of the many Americans that suffer with kratom derangement syndrome? Do you find yourself arguing with strangers online about their own personal decisions? Well, fret no more. Introducing Get Alive. With Get Alive, you'll learn groundbreaking techniques such as holding someone you love, going outside and touching the grass, and be with nature. Owie! Before Get Alive, I would spend hours online calling people who use plants junkies. Now I'm healed. Before Get a Life, I still lived in my mom's basement covered in Cheeto dust. Now I eat a balanced diet. Side effects include a sense of calm, inner balance, and common sense. For a limited time, you can get Get a Life absolutely
Relax,
free. Just
bro.
stop being a mega douche.
Jeez. Fucking Jordan.
Dude, I swear he's like made for TikTok, like videos in general.
Yeah. I'm glad he finally made his way over there.
I am too. Oh man, that's so good.
Okay, now go to my TikTok and play those 3 videos.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that because I almost forgot. Let's see here.
The T-bish. Because shh when I speak.
There we go.
Man, I wonder who created my profile pictures. I got some free artwork right there.
Yeah, people gotta pay money for that shit, man. Not you. Okay, which one are we? Oh, okay. Hold on. Dr. Heidi. Are we playing these 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying
Good evening.
see. Hold on here. Oh wait, video details.
Good evening.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. So my name is Dr. Heidi Sikora. I'm a retired nurse practitioner and healthcare executive. I'm also a writer and educator for patient-centered options to natural plant products, including Kratom. There's a few things I'd like to actually respond to in relation to the different testimonies so far. The Kratom plant has over 50 alkaloids. It has been used safely for centuries in its natural form. So I definitely agree. The problem that you're seeing is synthetic products. 7-OH is not a Kratom product. It is a completely different drug, and it is made from a very trace metabolite from one of the alkaloids in Kratom. So it's basically like saying that because you use baking soda in cake, that baking soda is cake. So I think that it's really important to make that very clear, that the problem is 7-OH and not natural Kratom. Natural Kratom is very helpful for a lot of people, and including myself. I've used the natural whole leaf Kratom for over 6 years to manage multiple rare neurological disorders, including a Chiari malformation and tethered spinal cord. I am extremely sensitive to any pharmaceutical. I reacted to everything, and that's probably because I have another rare disease. And you will find that quite a few people with rare diseases benefit from Kratom. But it has allowed me to regain my health, restore function, and enjoy my grandchildren. But I began advocating for Kratom regulation after recommending it to a veteran friend struggling with severe pain and PTSD from the Gulf War. It helped him so much that his young son looked up at me and said, "Thank you for giving us our daddy back." Truly, Kratom restored the function of his entire family. Since then, I've seen so many others helped with chronic pain, PTSD, anxiety, and addiction. Many say it's life-saving. I support appropriate regulations, and no, if people, kids should not be taking Kratom any more than they should be drinking a lot of caffeine. It should be 21 and under. That's what we promote. So it is important to understand that it's a natural plant. But there is confusion around that 7-OH. The FDA has already warned about 7-OH and their plan to make that a scheduled substance. And when Dr. Makary announced this in July 29th of this year, he made it very clear that natural Kratom is not the target, only the synthetic 7-OH and other synthetic derivatives. So I advocate for access to safe natural Kratom because anyone is just one accident, illness, or diagnosis away from needing help with pain, anxiety, or addiction. And in all my years of clinical experience, I haven't encountered a substance prescribed or over the counter with a better safety and efficacy than the natural Kratom plant. So the Kratom Consumer Protection Act has been passed in 18 states. Many communities have adopted local ordinances to protect access to natural Kratom for adults while banning synthetic products. I encourage you to follow the model ordinance recently developed in Northampton. And I know that you received emails from Laura Romney, one of my colleagues, and we are willing and to provide education, and just let us know, and we'd be more than happy to do that and answer any questions.
Heck yeah, Dr.
She always
Hattie.
does such a good job.
Now she travels
Yeah.
around like in Wisconsin and Illinois, and like I said, we need more advocates. So if you guys are willing to take time out of your lives to advocate to keep Kratom safe and legal, hit us up. Hit me up. Hit Jen up. Let us know.
I'll just,
We need some new blood.
yeah, me too. Damn it. Hold on. I don't know. I wish we could do that better, but that's okay. All right. I guess this one's me. It's going to be weird listening
Yeah.
to me.
My name is Jennifer Gillis.
Ow!
You still did amazing though.
My name is Jennifer Gillis, and I have been a Kratom consumer and advocate for the last 6 years. And I'd just like to share my story on the impact Kratom's had on my life. 19 years ago, I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis. This came not only with many physical limitations, but I became a lifelong chronic pain patient. For 13 years, I utilized various pain management options, including prescription medications to help me be able to function daily. Due to circumstances like the DEA cutbacks and changing regulations with the CDC, I was eventually unable to get those pain medications I've relied upon for so long. In May of 2019, I found Whole Leaf Kratom, and I've been a responsible Kratom consumer for the last 6 years.
You're only a month ahead of me.
I can run errands, I can go to school functions. Even with my physical limitations, I can live a somewhat normal life now that my pain is being managed. And I know there are
Technically,
a
I
lot of
found it
others
in May,
who
but I
have
didn't
similar
start utilizing it
stories
until
to mine.
June.
Kratom has been a true lifeline for people like me. I do absolutely support regulations like age requirements, lab testing, proper labeling. Additionally, I would like to see more education on the difference between natural whole leaf Kratom versus the semi-synthetic 7-OH products being marketed as Kratom. It has been encouraging to see the FDA has kind of stepped in, not only to educate the public on the distinction between the two, but also warn about the risks that come with 7-OH. But they have made it clear that their concern right now is with 7-OH products and not with whole leaf Kratom. Although I do live in Tennessee, I appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight and be the voice for the chronic pain community in Kingston who are unable to be here and speak today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I didn't do too. It is better when I read.
You did
When I
good.
read it,
You did good. Yeah. That's why I started reading mine, because when you get up there and testify, you zone in, but there's things that you wish that
yeah.
you'd said if you don't read off of something. So that's why I started reading mine.
And then we got. Hold on. I'm playing this one.
Where you at? I don't see your mouse.
Brand.
Oh
You wanna play
yeah.
this one?
Yeah. You got a brand, Kratom.
This is not your testimony, though. Is
Yeah,
it?
it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I urge you to brand Kratom and schedule Kratom as a class 1 or 2 drug so people like Misty
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not going. Okay. My bad.
My bad.
Brown as a class 1 or 2 drug so people like Misty Brown can go to the doctor and get a prescription just like everybody else. I appreciate you letting me speak. Once again, Susan Kay from Havana, Florida, a member of Kratom Danger Aware.
I was
Thank
addicted.
How rude.
I was addicted to
Thank
my
you.
shit the doctor prescribed. Susan K.
My name is not Susan, so what would you say?
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening.
I am a fierce, loud and proud Kratom advocate and activist from Colorado.
I like to say that I'm speaking for people that have no idea that this hearing is even happening there. And I don't even want to try to pronounce the name of your city, Billerica, I believe.
Pretty good.
We should have done something.
But I would like to read y'all my
Billerica.
testimony. I was addicted to FDA-approved pain pills, benzos, and muscle relaxers for 11 years straight via chronic pain management for my degenerative disc disease from 2008 to 2019. I got fired from chronic pain management in April of 2019 because I didn't show up for a per-contract pill count. I was 11 pills short, and my drug dealers didn't have any pink Oxy 10s. After that, I went to the streets and started doing cocaine while I was searching for a new pain management doctor. Hey, Tracy.
Hey,
In June of
Tracy.
2019, while in cocaine withdrawal, I watched that documentary, A Leaf of Faith. My journey with whole leaf kratom began the very next day. Whole leaf kratom shut that I need one more snort, one more pill, one more escape noise off in my brain. It allowed me to work on my whys of addiction. I have not been back to pain management in over 6.5 years. I'm a functioning member of society again. I'm a thriving mother again. I pay taxes again. I am no longer a burden to my kids, and I am now a first-time grandma. I will be forever grateful and thankful that I accidentally found lab-tested whole leaf kratom powder. Now, I would like to say, yeah, that's how easy it is to testify, you guys. You know, anytime there's a Zoom link available, hop your ass on that, you know. Have your testimony written down. Read it like we just did. It's that simple.
And I mean, most of the time, you know, it's a 3-minute time limit. So I mean, literally, you're taking 3 minutes out of your. I mean, yeah, sometimes you have to sit through, you know, but I'm just saying, like, as far as the spotlight being on you, it's literally 3 minutes or less.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know, man.
We need, like I said, we need new blood. We need new advocates.
Yeah.
Advocacy fatigue is absolutely real. It's why I took the month of September off from, you know, making TikToks pretty much off camera. I posted up all the shitload of stories that came rolling out after the whole FDA, DEA, HHS, you know, semi-synthetic 7-OH ban that's possibly coming soon. Man, that was a lot to deal with.
It's a shit show.
And then what we're seeing now is these city council members are not differentiating between kratom and 7-OH.
Yep.
And once again, I will say this. Nobody is testifying and saying that 7-OH has saved their life. If 7-OH saved your life, what are you ashamed of?
Yeah. Why aren't you there? Why aren't you using your voice to save it?
You're attacking us in our comments everywhere on social media.
That's
but
not going to
you
help
ain't gonna, you ain't
people out in fucking Illinois, the council members out in Illinois, be able to hear your voice.
Yeah. It's not going to help. Like we just watched the East Peoria one, the dudes in business suits.
It's like,
you know,
none of those people are going to see your comments on social media that you're commenting. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how,
No,
I mean,
so
that's the cold hard facts there.
When you whenever you comment on my stuff, you're just wasting clicks, your little tappy taps, you know. I am not going to advocate for 7-OH. I don't give a shit if you get mad at me about that. I'm going to stand 10 toes down until the science tells me otherwise. I will not advocate for 7-OH.
And my thing is, like,
I don't care if it pisses
if
you
I'm
off.
not utilizing something and it's not saving my life, I'm not going to get out there. That'd be like, I don't know, fucking advocating for.
That'd be.
Yeah.
Suboxone.
Yeah. It's like, that's your, you know,
Methadone.
if you want to choose that way, I applaud you. And I think anybody should be able to choose what they want for a better quality of life. But I'm not going to get out there and advocate for fucking Suboxone. Like, I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Period.
If I don't have firsthand experience on it, I'm not going to speak on it. What y'all are mad about is that I'm showing the news stories and the science or lack thereof science with 7-OH. That's what y'all are pissed off about. I'm not advocating to ban
Right.
70H. I don't agree with the Schedule
Yeah.
1. Do not put words in my motherfucking mouth.
But you've always done that. I mean, you've always shared
Yeah.
news stories, whether it's bad or good. That's just,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like people just don't understand that. I mean, either way,
But
you're getting the
if
word
you don't
out.
see, I'm creating the
Right.
conversation. So if you don't see that 70H is the problems in these communities, it's because you're not advocating.
Yep.
You're not seeing what we see.
I just don't understand.
What is
Oh,
is
dude,
happening?
I was
What is
wondering if
this-
you could hear that. I don't know what the hell my son's in there playing, but it's intense.
That's how my son used to be. He'd be screaming, like all the way down
what
the
is he
freaking
playing?
upstairs. That would be my son too. I miss those sounds because
Yeah.
he no longer, my son, gave me that grandbaby and he's living with his girlfriend. And, so the things that used to irritate me, like him screaming at his
Yep.
TV screen because of his PS5,
Yeah.
I miss it. I miss
used
those
to tell it
sounds.
to my husband like when it was like 2 o'clock. You seen those videos of like me trying to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning on summer break, and it's like I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because I know I'm gonna miss it when he goes off to college, and I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do. I miss it.
It's like when you have those home sounds in your house. I mean, it's just like
Mhm.
the comfort sounds. Even screaming is a
Yeah.
comfort sound.
I know.
Oh shit. Okay, so I guess before we leave, do you want to watch that Chris Thompson?
Oh yeah, since we were talking about 7OH,
Yeah.
let's see what 7OH did to this mofo.
And this dude's a reporter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a journalist or something.
Tomlinson's take. Let's see what Tomlinson's take is. He does not look very happy right now. Okay.
The Food and Drug Administration wants to ban 7OH. That's a dietary supplement that some people call gas station heroin. 7OH is a synthesized version of the kratom leaf, which is an partial opioid drug that some people say can be addictive. There's talk of banning them both,
Not me.
so I had to try them out. I've got some Texas-made kratom tablets here, but I also have 7-Hydro, which is the super concentrated version of the active ingredient in kratom. So I took the recommended
Jeremy's
dose
brand.
of the kratom, and it lasted a little about 3.5 hours. Kind of felt like getting stoned, drunk, maybe being on an opioid painkiller. But, not disabling. I wouldn't drive, though. I'm going to try the 7OH next. Okay, so I've been on the 7OH for about 2 hours now. Or an hour. Oh, fuck, I don't even remember. I'm kind of numb, high, everything's a little cloudy. So yeah, I really am surprised you can buy this stuff at the frickin' gas station. There is no way 7OH should be legal. I am for marijuana, alcohol, mild stuff, but 7OH is pretty powerful, and it does not belong in gas stations. If you'd like to learn more and check my facts, read my Tomlinson's Take column. There's a link in my bio.
Dude, do you see that?
you
Is
know?
that a snake skin? I can't. The whole time I've watched this video, I can't stop looking at the roof. Hold on.
Is that his lighting fixture?
It goes all the way back.
Is that he's like in a? Is that his house? Like he's in a library.
Like I think that's a snake skin though, because it goes like all the way. Maybe not. Maybe it's just supposed to look like that.
Dude, that's got to be his house. Look, he got his little
Yep.
ring camera right there in the back. He got a whole library in his house. That's typical
Yeah.
journalist right there. That's old school journalist right there.
But
yeah, I mean, You can't be selling, opioids over the counter like that.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
All right, you ready to wrap this up? Oh, okay. So an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know how long, because I like to try to keep it an hour so that I can upload
Yeah.
on TikTok. But we were on for a while beforehand before we
Yeah, I
started
can
watching
still just,
the
I
East.
can, yeah.
Trim it out.
Like even right now, I can trim
Okay.
out if I need to. That last one was
Okay.
like an hour and 1 minute though, and I couldn't get any shorter.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay, thanks for. I don't know who was here watching our live other than Tracy, and I don't know if your mom's still here, Beverly, but
there's people in here.
and whoever might be
Whoever's in here,
silently
thanks
watching.
for stopping by because there are people in here. But yeah, we appreciate it, and we'll be back.
Probably my stalkers.
Hey,
stalkers,
girl.
what's going down? Hope you stay hydrated
Oh man.
with water.
Yes.
Put that
Put
alcohol
it down.
down.
That's only going to dehydrate you. Trust me.
That's gonna give you what East Peoria read out. That's gonna give you liver disease.
It's going to make you feel like shit too.
Yeah.
Put it down. All right.
Bye, everybody.